cat secrets.
Like and subscribe.
Ready? Let's go. 16 strange things cats do and what they actually mean. Your cat does strange things that you chalk up to feline quirks, but in reality, behind every action lies a message. Scientists have studied feline behavior for decades and discovered shocking reasons. For the most common habits, here are 16 strange things cats do and what they actually mean. And the last one about sudden jumping on you will definitely surprise you. 1. Why does a cat knead you with its paws like dough? This ritual is called milk tread and comes from infancy, when a kitten kneaded its mother's belly to stimulate milk. An adult cat does this when it feels absolutely happy, safe, and loved, as if in childhood it literally returns to the state of a kitten next to its mother. This is the highest compliment. Kneading triggers the release of endorphins and plunges the cat into a state of bliss. The claws are retracted involuntarily. It does not want to cause pain. This is a reflex. The harder the cat kneads, the happier it is at that moment next to you. Some cats drool while doing this, which is also a sign of an infantile state. If a cat needs you, it considers you its mother, who provides safety. You should not interrupt this ritual. You will break a moment of absolute trust. Put a blanket on your lap if the claws get in the way, and enjoy the confession of love. A cat that never needs may not have reached such a level of comfort with you. 2.
Why does the cat bring you mice and birds?
Your cat considers you an incompetent hunter who will die of hunger without its help. It has never seen you catch prey and decided to take your training into its own paws. First, it brings dead prey. For beginning students, this is the first level. Later, it may bring half-alive prey so that you can practice killing it yourself. If you scream and throw the gift away, the cat thinks you are a completely hopeless case. It tried, hunted, and carried the prey across the whole yard, and you didn't appreciate it. In the wild, mother cats teach kittens to hunt exactly like this by bringing prey. Your cat has assigned you the status of its big, clumsy kitten. This is an act of love and care, not an attempt to scare or punish you. Praise it with your voice, pet it, and then quietly remove the gift. It wants to feed you and save you from starvation. It is touching. 3. Why does a cat knock things off the table onto the floor? This is not vandalism or revenge. The cat is conducting a scientific experiment in physics. It is studying gravity, the trajectory of the fall, and the sound of impact of various objects. The paw is the main tool for learning about the world, and the cat touches everything to understand its properties. An object that falls is interesting. It moves, makes a sound, and changes position. In nature, cats check prey this way to see if it is dead or pretending. Your pen on the table passed the liveliness test and turned out to be. Also, a cat may knock objects down to get your attention when you are ignoring it. It knows that a fall causes a reaction and uses that knowledge. Another reason is clearing the territory of extra clutter. In its opinion, the cat believes the table should be empty for comfortable lying and viewing. Do not scold it. It does not understand the value of your things and means no harm.
Why does a cat meow at a closed door?
A closed door is a personal insult to a cat, which considers the entire apartment its territory. It doesn't necessarily want to go inside. It wants the door to be open to provide the opportunity to enter. Control over territory is more important than the actual use of every room. The cat must know what is happening everywhere and have access at any moment. A closed door creates anxiety. There could be danger there or a resource it is missing out on. You open it, It looks in, makes sure everything is in order, and leaves. This is not mockery. It is an inspection of territory that you interrupted with a closed door. The cat meows because you violated its right to free movement and control. In nature, cats patrol their territory several times a day, checking the boundaries. A closed door is like a fence in the middle of its domain and is outrageous. Leave doors ajar or install cat doors for peace of mind. 5. Why does a cat bury food it hasn't finished? This is an ancient instinct for hiding prey from other predators and scavengers. In nature, a cat does not eat all its prey at once and hides the leftovers for later. Burying masks the smell, which could attract competitors or larger predators. Your cat does not know there are no other predators in the apartment. The instinct works automatically. If it scratches the floor around the bowl, it is trying to bury the food in non-existent earth. It can also mean it doesn't like the food and wants to hide it like waste. Cats bury feces for the same reason, to hide the smell from predators. And if the food sits for a long time, the cat may begin to treat it like rotten prey. Fresh food in small portions solves the problem of fastidiousness and burying. Remove uneaten food after 20 minutes and give fresh food later. The burying instinct will not disappear. It has been written in DNA by millions of years of evolution. 6. Why does a cat suddenly run around the apartment like crazy? This is called zoomies, or the crazy 5 minutes. It is a sudden release of accumulated energy. In nature, cats hunt in short, intense bursts and then rest for hours. A domestic cat does not hunt, and energy accumulates without an outlet until it reaches a critical mass. Then an explosion occurs. It runs, jumps, and knocks things over like it's possessed by a demon. The pupils dilate, the fur stands on end, and the tail puffs up. This is not a disease. After the zoomies, the cat collapses and falls asleep instantly. The energy is spent. If zoomies happen at night, the cat lacks daytime activity and play. 15 minutes of active play in the evening will move the zoomies to a convenient time. A cat without zoomies might be sick or too depressed to express energy. This is healthy behavior that shows the cat has enough vitality. Enjoyed the zoomies. This is the cat in its wildest and freest state. 7. Why does a cat sit exactly on what you are reading? Your attention is focused on a book or a laptop. The cat sees that you are not looking at it. It sits between you and the object of attention to redirect your gaze to itself. This is not jealousy in the human sense. It is a demand for priority. The cat considers itself more important than any book and does not understand why you think otherwise. A warm laptop is an added bonus, but the main thing is your attention. Paper and screens have your scent from frequent touching. The cat goes to a familiar smell. Also, the flat surface of a book or keyboard is comfortable for lying down. The cat does not understand the concept of work or reading. To it, you are just looking at a dead object. It saves you from this meaningless activity and offers itself as an alternative. Set aside a place for it near your workspace, like a box or a bed. It may agree to a compromise if it feels included. 8. Why does a cat drink water from the tap instead of its bowl? Running water is safer than stagnant water in nature. This is an instinct that has saved cats for thousands of years. Stagnant water can be contaminated, while flowing water is constantly updated and carries oxygen. Your cat doesn't know the water in the bowl is clean. Instinct tells it to drink from a stream. The sound of flowing water attracts attention and indicates a fresh source. A bowl next to food causes subconscious disgust. Prey contaminates water nearby. Place water in another room, and the cat will start drinking more willingly. A drinking fountain mimics a stream and doubles water consumption. Cats that drink little suffer from kidney disease. This is the main killer of the species. A wide bowl is important. Whiskers should not touch the edges while drinking. Change the water every day. A cat senses stagnant water and avoids it. Respect the instinct and create conditions that correspond to it. 9. Why does a cat rub against furniture corners and your legs? On a cat's face are glands that secrete personal chemical signature. When it rubs, it leaves its scent and claims ownership. The corner of the cabinet becomes its corner. Your leg becomes its property. This is also information gathering. It smells what others have left and overwrites it with its own. Rubbing against your legs after you return home is the restoration of the scent mark. You brought home foreign smells, and they need to be urgently covered by the familiar family aroma. This is the highest form of acceptance. It includes you in its territory as a part. A cat that does not rub against you does not
does not consider you part of its world. After rubbing, it feels calmer. The territory is marked and under control. Guests without its scent cause stress until they are marked. Allow the cat to rub. It doesn't want to get you dirty. It wants to claim you. Why does a cat show you its butt? Ariste and the demonstration of the rear part is the highest compliment in the cat world. Kittens greet their mother this way. Adult cats greet trusted friends like this. This is an invitation to sniffing a way of exchanging information between cats. Your cat doesn't know that humans don't sniff butts and is doing you an honor. It shows a vulnerable part of the body, which means complete trust. Turning away from another creature and showing one's back is a sign of lack of fear. The cat literally says, "I'm not afraid you'll attack from behind." If you pet a cat and it raises its butt, it is asking you to continue. The base of the tail is an erogenous zone with many nerve endings. Accept this strange compliment. The cat has grown up and will not change its manners. It expects you to appreciate the trust, not turn away in disgust. Why does a cat chew on plastic bags and wires? The crunch of plastic is similar to the crunch of prey bones and triggers the hunting instinct. Some bags contain animal fat in their composition, which the cat senses with its nose. Chewing can also be a sign of stress, boredom, or lack of stimulation. Wires resemble the tails of mice or snake, ideal prey for hunting. This is dangerous behavior that can lead to choking or electric shock. Remove bags and protect wires with corrugated tubing or bitter anti-chew sprays. Give the cat safe alternatives for chewing, cat grass or special toys. Check if there is a deficiency in the diet. Sometimes chewing strange objects indicates a lack of minerals. Regular play significantly reduces the need for destructive behavior. The cat is not being naughty. It is trying to satisfy needs in the wrong way. Your task is to offer the right alternative for chewing and hunting.
12. Why does my cat meow at 3 a.m.? Cats are naturally crepuscular. That means they're most active at dawn and dusk, the low light times when hunting is easiest in the wild. For many cats, that peak energy hits right around 3 to 5 a.m., when their ancestors would be out prowling for prey. Domestic cats haven't fully reset their internal clocks after thousands of years of living with humans. So when your cat wakes up bursting with energy in the middle of the night, it doesn't understand why you're still snoring away. The meowing is basically its way of saying, "Hey, wake up. Time to hunt, play, or at least hang out with the rest of the pack." It could also be hunger cats have small stomachs and often get hungry overnight. Feeding smaller portions throughout the day or using an automatic feeder timed for early morning can help prevent those 3 a.m. wake-up calls. Playing actively with your cat right before bedtime using wand toys, laser pointers, or chase games tires them out, so they're more likely to sleep through the night. The biggest tip: never respond to nighttime meowing by getting up, feeding, or petting them. If you do, they learn that meowing equals success, and the behavior gets worse. Ignoring it, as hard as that is the most effective way to break the habit over time. Blackout curtains or keeping the bedroom door closed can block early light and help shift their activity later. Your cat isn't trying to drive you, just following its ancient biological rhythm. With some adjustments, most cats can learn to chill until a more reasonable hour. 13. Why does a cat sit in a box that is clearly too small for it? A box creates a sense of security. The walls protect from all sides except the entrance. In nature, cats sleep in shelters where a predator cannot attack unnoticed. A small box is better than a large one. There are fewer directions for attack that need to be monitored. Touching the walls on all sides is as calming as a hug or a swaddle for a baby. Stress in shelter cats is reduced by half if they are given a box for hiding. This is called contact comfort. Pressure on the body relaxes the nervous system. The temperature in the box is higher due to the conservation of body heat. Cats love heat. Cardboard is also pleasant for claws and has an interesting smell. A box in the middle of the room is the ideal ambush for hunting passing feet. Do not throw away boxers. For a cat, this is the most valuable resource. Even a square drawn on the floor attracts cats. The boundary is important to them. 14. Why does a cat stare into empty space as if seeing a ghost? A cat sees and hears what is inaccessible to you. Ultraviolet light, ultrasound, micromovements, a dust mote in a beam of light, a spider in the corner of the ceiling, a mouse in the wall. It notices all of this. Its vision is adapted to hunting in the twilight and catches the slightest movement. Hearing picks up frequencies up to 65,000 hertz. You hear a maximum of 20,000. It hears electricity in the wires. A mouse 3 rooms away, or the neighbor's cat on the street. When a cat looks into a corner, there is something there. You just cannot perceive it. Perhaps an insect is too small for your eyes, or a sound is too high-pitched. Cats also see in the ultraviolet spectrum, which is completely inaccessible to humans. Urine trails, patterns on flowers. Some insects, all of this glows for her. She doesn't see ghosts. She sees a reality that is wider than yours. Trust her reaction. If she is tense, there may be a reason. 14. Why do cats stare at nothing or empty space? Your cat isn't hallucinating, probably picking up on things you literally can't see or hear. Cats have super senses tuned for hunting. They detect tiny movements like a dust mote floating in a sunbeam. Hear ultrasound frequencies up to 65,000 hertz. You top out around 20,000. And even see into the ultraviolet spectrum. That means urine trails, flower patterns, certain insects, or glowing markings are visible to them, but invisible to us. They can hear electricity humming in wires, a mouse scratching inside the wall 3 rooms away, or the neighbor's cat outside. When your cat fixates on a corner or blank wall, there's almost always something there: a spider on the ceiling, an insect too small for your eyes, or a hyper-pitched sound you miss entirely. Sometimes it's just zoning out. Cats do that too. But if the staring comes with tension, dilated pupils, or alert ears, trust the reaction there might be a real critter or unusual noise. Your cat isn't seeing ghosts. It's experiencing a much wider slice of reality than we do. Their world is richer in details we overlook. 15. Why does my cat lick me? When your cat licks you, it's treating you like family. In cat language, this is called allogrooming mutual grooming that strengthens social bonds. Mother cats lick their kittens to clean and comfort them. And adult cats do the same with close companions. By licking you, your cat is saying, "You're one of us." It's including you in its inner circle, caring for you the way it would another cat. The rough tongue helps remove dirt, loose fur, and parasites. Your cat is literally trying to groom you to its standards. It also mixes scents, leaving its own pheromones on you while picking up yours to create a shared family smell. Licking often happens after you've been outside or around other animals, removing foreign odors. If it's extra intense, your cat might sense you're stressed or upset and is trying to soothe you. Cats are surprisingly empathetic. The salty taste of your skin can be appealing too, but the main driver is affection and bonding. Occasionally, excessive licking can signal anxiety or a compulsive habit, so keep an eye on that. Otherwise, enjoy the weird, sandpapery compliment. You've officially been adopted into the cat family. 16. Why does my cat pounce on my legs or ambush me? You're walking by the couch, and bam, your cat launches like a furry missile onto your legs. Don't worry, this isn't aggression or an attempt to scare you. It's classic play hunting behavior. Cats are wired to ambush moving targets. In the wild, they'd wait patiently for prey to wander into range, then pounce. Your ankles or feet wiggling by trigger that same ancient instinct. Moving object equals potential prey equals must catch. At the instinctive level, cats don't fully separate play from real hunting. The brain circuits are the same. Ambushing from under furniture, around corners, or out of a box is just practicing skills that kept their ancestors alive. Usually, claws are retracted or only lightly used, and after the catch, they often release and dash off. That's the natural end of the hunting sequence. Stalk, pounce, grab, let go. If the jumps feel too rough or frequent, it probably means your cat needs more outlets for that energy. Schedule daily interactive play sessions with wand toys, feathered teasers, or balls to redirect the instinct. Never punish for ambushes, can confuse them. Instead, praise calm behavior and redirect to toys. A cat that sets up playful ambushes is a healthy, instinct-driven cat that sees you as its favorite hunting buddy. Embrace it with some protective pants if needed. Which of these cat behaviors surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and tell me, which point did you like best? What funny or crazy thing does your cat do that I didn't mention? I read every comment, seriously. I love hearing your stories. If you enjoyed this and want more tips on understanding your cat's weird little habits, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.